48 hours Manipur burn called by Kokomi cripples normal life. Indian Journalists Union condemns harassment of media persons by security forces, calls for investigations. Gwaltabi village allegedly renamed as Gwaltabi Kuki village. RPI Manipur State Unit Vice President files RTI. Resident Doctors Association Janeem stage protests against alleged hike in fees. And MPCC observed Anti-Terrorism Day in connection with the 34th death anniversary of former PM Rajiv Gandhi. Hello, welcome to ELITETV's Primetime English News Bulletin. I'm your host, Deemita. Now the news in detail. Following the height Manipur controversy sparked by the directive of personnel of Maha Regiment at Gwaltabi checkpost on 20th May in MST bus ferrying media persons and staffs of DIPR Government of Manipur, Kokomi has called 48 hours Manipur burn from midnight of 21st April. The burn has crippled normal life across valley districts. Vehicles ferrying security personnel are stopped by Band supporters and were made to pass stickers written with Kanglei Park Manipur on their vehicles. The protest was triggered by a controversial incident where the name Manipur was allegedly removed from a government bus transporting journalists to the Sirulili festival. Shops, schools, offices and public transport services remain shut across 5 districts: Imphal East, Imphal West, Thoubal, Kawching and Bishnupur, as residents observed a shutdown from midnight on Wednesday. Protesters were seen on the streets of Wangkai, Kurai, Kongba, Kwakaithel and Nauramthong, urging people to stay indoors. Tires were set ablaze at several intersections to enforce the ban.
Houkiba Tarikunda Tokiba Dumlaba Togdog Havidi for the State Festival of Moriba Sirili Festival coverage of Wachatpa for the Manipur Paumising Tongba MST Garibu, Gwalta Bihari of Madu Tingjandana for the Central Forcing and Mahar Regiment Singna for the Manipur Hyperway Simutat Kadabanina Trabadisat Payaro Havan Singba Adum Lava Togokia Tolapagi Sarugamo in Amadugi Matung Tarako in Angarang Kokomina Kogiba Unipunipangi Jen and Strang Baramurakanda Nasi Kaithel Pamba Madi Dukan Sing Loinamok Thong Lon Badanatana Lambi Thong the Satnaba Kogi passenger servicing so Amada Sanakide. Hosina Legend of Masi, Koyaman Kaithen, Ima Kaithel Anigi, Karakmakadani, Nasi Asi, Haidiba, Kokomiki Janen, Stratuna Maramurakanda, Kaithel Sing Loinamok Thong Lonaki, Masidanatana, Dukan Sing Amata Hanakide, passenger Puba Gari Sing Sanakide, Tawatabu, Haidiba, Janen Stratu the Yaugi the Habatarek, Essential Service Amadi, Huzik Pangtok Libasum Lava. State Festival of Siri Festival, Sibusaru Yabasatpa, Garising, Gioina, Athingba Latragasu, Tongan Atopa, Servicing Loinamaki, Athingba Laban Maram Warakanda, Lambit Honda, Sanaba, Konavagi Sang, Asia, Dukimatic Hantai Amadi, School College Singsu, Tongamata Hanga, the Big Mami, Tava Family. Here, Messing Matang, the videos and it is Loya Galorian Pogam Zeriba, Visual and Elite News in Fal.
Expressing support to the 48 hours Manipur burn called by Kokomi following the height Manipur controversy sparked by the action of Maha Regiment personnel at Gwaltabi checkpost on 20th May, residents in the public of Langjing Achoba also took to streets and blocked the roads along the Langjing Achoba stretch. Speaking to ELITETV during the band, Langjing Achoba Lamjing Mera Women Association Secretary K.H. Bilasini Devi expressed that though Manipur has been put off under President's rule, such actions of the central security forces which undermines the people of Manipur in our own land is not acceptable. See further demanded explanation as to why the state government is remaining silent on such a big issue.
Manipur police Manipur dum lejari ba khoi ju adu akhoi na ngakcha bana phare moina ngakpi gani laga ngakpi dadana akhoi de onsa ga sa ba se sikitang pinja di akhoi adu ngasi akhoi sagoli ba ban langjing a chauba maning la kai sagol chal ba ban ji ju res ma yam da Manipur tha ba chat ba yaro haira podi sagol chal ba banni adu mathata mu Manipur ha ba wa haise tha ba yaro ha ga akhoi kari haina tha doin ha ba se akhoi hauji paru sarkar da hangja ninge ba akhoi meitai ba sa ama oina Manipur tha da kari haina kaudoi no akhoi ji meitai si kari oin hingdoi no ba.
Jiribam district also saw supporting the Kokomis 48 hours Manipur Band call in protest against the 20th May Gwaltabi checkpost incident where personnel of Maha Regiment reportedly asked MST bus to remove the word Manipur and route to Ukhrul for news coverage of 5th state level Siruli festival. Shops, markets in Jiribam headquarters remained closed. Traffic was seen less on the roads. Attendance was also low in government offices, banks and educational institutions. Security measures were beefed up in the streets to avoid the occurrence of any untoward incident. Speaking to our ELITETV correspondent, Kokomi Jiribam co-convener Senjam Sainik stated that the actions of Maha Regiment personnel at Gwaltabi checkpost on 20th May is commendable and such actions must be inquired into and properly explained before the whole public.
Manipur Amen Thaba Sabayaroi, Manipur Thaba registration Muthapu, Adu Sapayani Hadi, Adumba, Yamna, Chopataba Hatare, Sarkaki, Yamna Chopataba, Pazadaba, Rubu, Sopoina, Manipur, Puna, Banko Rivasida, Jiribam, the Su, Asibante, Jiribam Padana, Pana Sopalia, Jiribam Padada, Manipur Padada, Jiribam Nagati,
Meanwhile, Manipur's Tangkul Nagalong TNL has strongly urged that no obstructions should be made to the free movement of tourists and passengers heading to Ukhrul for the Siliruli festival via National Highway number 202. In an official statement released yesterday, the 21st May, the TNL stated that any attempt to hinder travel along the route during the festival will be considered a bizarre act of animosity. It emphasized that no jurisdictions under any circumstances will be accepted for such actions, especially when people are traveling to witness and enjoy a culturally significant event like the Siruli festival. The release further called upon all stakeholders to uphold the spirit of camaraderie and peaceful coexistence. TNL appealed for public cooperation to ensure the festival is celebrated without incident or disruption. Kokomi Women Wing has expressed that the ongoing 40-hour general strike is not only the call of Kokomi, but it is the cumulative voice of all people of Manipur against utterly non-acceptable actions of the central forces, which has taken a severe strike on the questions of inclusivity of the state Manipur in the Indian Dominion. The statement has been made today, 22nd May, during a press meet held at the Kokomi Lamphal office by Kokomi Women Wing convener R.K. Tharaksana. Addressing the media persons, R.K. Tharaksana further expressed that this 2 days long general strike is going to impact the daily wage earners and more particularly the women vendors who are earning on a daily basis to support their families. However, it is needed that we all endure this trouble. The demands of the people are made and the questions of Manipur's stance and credibility is validated. She further expressed that the Governor of Manipur, Chief Secretary and the DGP are answerable as to why the word Manipur must be hidden from the buses under the Manipur State Transport, failing which the people's protest will continue until demands are made.
General strike is a Kokomi Captain, the general strike of the Yabanaki. Laibiri Bangasi Manipur, people in a second sentiments, can be a country. Kali Marungi Manipur, the Manipur have a yaro to Ripano. I basic one is that Isa voluntarily to the Paviva, general strike support of you. ngasi nomagi chara tanjaraga sujaraga chajariba kaithegi imasing da tangai padan ni se akhoi lepi oina haijajana lepi re aduga kana gumbana kadi manungda lairekta konsangda masi marumda kana gumbana nisa yonba yu yonba aduga ok yonba yen yonba ayam amasu sathare haiba koina pauchi tajare aduna masiguma thabakche tawbiganu akhoi apunbagi panganduna sakti jana khoi ngasi akoina phangge na khaliba pandanse phanggadabani akhoi ngakani hekta tawraga yabasu nate aduna aina thamjaningi badi ngasi tangai phadragadi asi government gi thabak tawbiri government employees sing phawda makhoi se manipur praja ama oina manipur asam oina office phawda khoi lepi oina hajaning bani maramdi kaino haibada masigi thabak se akhoi taraina lawbu yat Manipur state manungda Manipur thaba yaudana state transport ena thara kana satke si maram kari bina sigi wang se koi pakum se ngasi mane mari lainari ba government ya sauba pham paibiri ba honorable governor of Manipur aduga chief secretary adu DG aduga security advisor mokoi mane responsibility pura kan sida madu soidana maki madu asumrando parza people da khangan bigadabani natraga di koi khongjang halloi aduga makhatana koi taseng na hairagadi koi laiba koi praja minam se koi sentiment se khangna government su tabak tawani.
The Indian Journalists Union IJU has condemned what is called an unacceptable and alarming act of harassment against journalists by security personnel in Manipur. The union criticized the reported actions on the 4th Maha Regiment, which stopped a group of accredited journalists and ordered them to hide the identity of their state on an official vehicle. The incident occurred on May 20th when a team of journalists traveling in the Manipur State Transport MST bus arranged by the Directorate of Information and Public Relations DIPR was halted at the Gwaltabi checkpost in Imphal district, where security personnel allegedly instructed them to conceal the Manipur State Transport signage on the vehicle. IGU President Gitartha Pathak has expressed that this incident is a blatant attempt to muzzle the press and undermine the democratic fabric of our nation, and added that forcing journalists to hide the name of their own state while performing their duties is not only an effort to praise freedom but also a dangerous precedent that questions the sovereignty of Manipur within India. The IJU was demanded immediate action against those involved and a call on both state and central authorities to prevent similar incidents in the future. Amidst the fresh Height Manipur controversy, Gwaltabi village has been found to be reportedly renamed as Gwaltabi Cookie Village. Following this incident, RPI Manipur State Unit Vice President Sapamcha Kanglaipal has filed an RTI with the Department of Tribal Affairs and Hills, Government of Manipur, seeking explanations behind such incident. In connection with this incident, a press meet was been held today, the 22nd May, at the RPI party office at Kaishampat, during which Sapamcha Kanglaipal stated that during the current crisis in the state, which sparked off on 3rd May 2023, mighty villagers of Gwaltabi village were compelled to leave their homes and their houses have been gutted down in fire by illegal cookie militants. Following this, mighty villagers of the Gwaltabi village have been taking shelter in various relief camps opened across the valley district. However, recently a press release dated 16 May was issued signed by one Namkhao Haukip, calling himself as the chief of Gwaltabi Cookie village, and such purported renaming of the Gwaltabi village as Gwaltabi Cookie village has aroused unrest in the minds of the mighty residents of the village. He thus questions whether the purported Gwaltabi Cookie village is officially recognized by the state authority, and further expressed that if such recognitions has been granted, then all due processes must be made known to the general public. He continued that the Cookie people near the Gwaltabi village were allowed to take refuge in the year 1992 following the Naga-Cookie clash. Prior to the year 1992, no Cookie people resided in the village, and there is no history of land acquiring or ownership by any Cookie people in the said area, and thus such claim by the Cookie people is unfounded and not maintainable in the eyes of law.
Gwaltabi khulji kamaina korkhimno haibagi puari ma koina ahalaman jingda tanajaba matamda Manipur si British na loi chalaba matungda Hariba Sigi Gualtabiki Kulgi Lady Chingsi Data Yangpopi Hill Range ni. Sigi Yangpopi Hill Range Sigi Manunda Tariba Maitei Sing Sina British ta Sangom Ze Matamdu supply to me. Maitei Jinji Adu Data San Mayam Loiraga. Haidi Gualtabi Kulgi Miam Zigi Magi Sentok Biza Sangom Sumbasino Rameva. Aduduna British Sing na Sangom Gola Labor Mam, Akogi British Sangom supply to Wumi Labor ni Haidana Gualta V Haidana Kanga given. Aduna Sigi Puari is the Nasagi Tankulgi Kulda Saidangaga Liramba Tawudabu Naga Cookie Wardu Dada Langela Aga Lakiba Magi cookies in do. Aduna refugee when a Mapam today the Kunda given a habit say. Masi Puari the Yam the clear in a Yorba put in Haitare. Aduna Gualtabi Abasi British sing the Sangom supply to Mugida Mukta Gualtabi Kula in a Kanga given. Masida the cookie Wari Mata Yaw Deva. Masi Ahalamanjing quite the Tapiramani. Adu Masiki detail do. A quite showed the Muki Miamda, a Chumbo Puari and a Putokani have opened the Tamsi.
In protest against the fee hike at the Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences, JANIMS, Resident Doctors Association PG have staged a protest today in front of JANIMS OPD. Resident doctors were seen holding placards written with "Say no to 300% fee hike, they say hike, we say strike. How much is too much? 3 lakhs is too much." Speaking to media persons during the protest, Resident Doctors Association expressed that earlier they have requested JANIMS authority for reductions in the unreasonable fee hike. They stated that earlier, the total fees for pursuing PG course in JANIMS was Rs 1 lakh. However, this fee has been hiked to a whopping sum of Rs 3 lakhs. They added that such huge hike in the fees cannot be validated and have demanded reductions in the same. Resident doctors also carried out a protest march around the JANIMS campus.
Authorities hanjan haijare adubu response positive oiba amata found tabadagi akoi sigi protest tawjabane aruga fee se aduki mati yamkre haidi even private medical college kabu manadore akoina exam tharaga merit ta changa aga ko adugi yaningda ba phongdok ko ina akoi strike se tawjabane aduna athuba matamda akoina authorities concerned authorities myam gi pukling jingsinjari akoi gi sigi admission fee se handana ba protest की मखातार point अकोइना थिंजनजबसे थिंजनबमक्ति नते अदुबो अकोइ रेसिडेंट डॉक्टर एसोसिएशन से यावदबिदा मोइ अदुम अकोइ कंसल्टेंट अकोइ ओजागाइना अदुम कंटिन्यू तौजगदोइने emergency service already अकोइ protest की मतु इन lecture दोइसे अकोइ seminar presentation अकोइ routine service like OPD देगी अकोइ routine OT का से without अकोइ resident doctor की health यावदना अदुम continue तौजरन aduga makata 72 hours matung da shu akoi response amda phangta ba tar gadi akoi emergency shu akoi thingjanjare.
Former Chief Minister and CLP leader Okram Iwobi has lashed out at BJP-led government of not acting on their words. He noted that the BJP-led government has been speaking of safeguarding the territorial integrity of the state Manipur. However, the actions have been contrary to their promise. The statement was made yesterday, the 21st May, during the observance of 34th death anniversary of India's former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, which also witnessed observations of Anti-Terrorism Day being held at the Congress Bhavan at BT Road. Speaking further during the observation, CLP leader Okram Iwobi expressed that the incident of 20th May Gualtabi checkpost, where the Manipur State Transport bus ferrying media persons and staffs of the DIPR were reportedly asked to hide the word Manipur, was very unfortunate. He added that the media persons were en route to cover the inaugural event of 5th state-level Siro Lily Festival at Ukhrul, being attended by the governor of Manipur himself. He continued that Maha Regiment is under the central government and it is essential to find out as to who is or was behind the actions of the 20th May Gualtabi incident, or was it an independent action on the part of the security personnel of Maha Regiment. He further commented that the entire responsibility of any outcome of such incident must be borne by the governor of Manipur.
Central government sigi sasan ne abasida leibse aduna masidai da moina हानगी गवर्नमेंट दुगा दुम चप मानबा हाय तारे यामना इरेस्पोंसिबल लोइबा उखुल द तौबा सिरोय लिली सी स्टेट फंक्शन अमनी मधुसु राष्ट्रपति की राजदूत हाइगद्र करे मौत सिरे लेबा गवर्नर सिने इनॉग्रेट तौबा चटपनेबा अदुदैदा अतै अतै दि हुंदुगा मधुबु डेमोक्रेसी चटप लेपाक्तदी अखोइगी प्रेस की रोल हाइबसे मधु फुल्ली कवरेज तौननबा चटपा अदुगुंबा गाड़ी दुसु स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की हाइब तारे मणिपुर स्टेट ट्रांसपोर्ट कॉर्पोरेशन की मखादे लेबा स्टेट की गाड़ी अमा चटपदुदैदा ओइ लोइनो दो मरम मोइना प्लेस तो आदे यौबो नुंगायरो कोला हाइबना अमनेबा मणिपुर थाबा मणिपुर स्टेट ट्रांसपोर्ट थाबा मणिपुर दो मधुगी लेवल दो मधु इरेज तौबा चटपा यागने ने लौथो मसे मसी यामना हाइली कंडेमनेबल लोइबा अदुगा यामना लाइक थीबा हाइबा तारे मणिपुर मनुंग नतना एनी हायर इंटायर कंट्री मणिपुर सिसु इंडिया की पार्ट अमनेबा मणिपुर थारो चटलीमनेबा लोइनबा
A release issued by Sky Hospital and Research Center Private Limited has expressed that after failure of many repeated attempts for device closure of a heart hole called patent ductus arteriosus in one small Manipuri girl aged about 2 years and 10 months, all from Thoubal district, who was taken to Big Teaching Hospital near the western border of India, Sky Hospital has successfully performed device closure surgery, who was brought to the Sky Hospital in the month of April 2025. The release further expressed that the delivery was manipulated through the heart hole and a device was implanted across the PDA, thereby closing the hole completely. Dr. Shyam Kishore Larikembam, FRCP London, Chief Cardiologist of Sky Hospital, has expressed his happiness on a successful surgery which has brought a new life to the infant. The release has further appealed to the general masses of the state Manipur to avail such opportunity at their doorstep close to home instead of visiting outside the state Manipur for heart-related ailments. And now let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Government of Manipur Rural Engineering Department, Manipur State Rural Roads Development Agency notice. It is hereby informed to all the concerned contractors, firms who had differential tax impact on the payments already made to submit the assessment of the sub-sum tax duly certified by a chartered accountant indicating within on or before 23rd May 2025 in the prescribed format available in MSRRDA office for a formal claim for refund of the extra tax borne by SSC as a result of imposition of GST or revised GST rates. The statement shall be for bills paid up to 31st March 2025. KH Tamba Singh, Chief Engineer, RED MSRRDA, Manipur.
Competitive Success Academy Uripo Khusnam Laikai Kangsup Road 2025-26 session gi class 11 science ki admission form thaba hugzare class 10 da mark wangna phanglaklaba mahiroi singidamak ahenba khudong chaba pizari 10 CGPA phanglaklaba mahiroi singidamak free admission, free installment, free coaching, hostel, free transportation, NEET Z course 2 years ki khudong chaba loinana textbook grant plus uniform mess fee lemna khudong chaba pizari 9.5 and above CGPA phanglaklaba mahiroi singidamak free admission, free installment, free coaching, hostel, free transportation, textbook grant plus uniform loina na NEET Z course sahi anigi lemna khudong chaba pizari 9 and above phanglaklaba mahiroi singidamak free admission, free installment, free coaching, hostel loina na free textbook grant NEET Z course sahi anigi khudong chaba pizari 8.5 and above phanglaklaba mahiroi singidamak free admission, free installment, free coaching, hostel, free textbook grant plus NEET Z course sahi amagi khudong chaba pizari 7.9 and above phanglaklaba mahiroi singidamak free admission plus textbook grant lemna khudong chaba pizari 7.37 and above phanglaklaba mahiroi singidamak admission tawbada 50% discount leizari loina na leibaki irang na maram oraga hana lakpa mahiroi chamagi admission fee lawjaroi pizari ba khudong chaba sing panupi gi tongan ba hostel gi khudong chaba leizari school bus amadi van service ki khudong chaba su leizari ngasi fawda higher secondary examination da 2021 dagi ngasi fawba 100% pass tawduna lakli loina handaki 2025 ke higher secondary examination da Sayali Sinam amadi Irom Asad Devina 18 position amadi 20 position fanglaktuna academy sigi mai purakli aikhogi office timing 9 am to 3:30 pm Sunday 10 am to 2 pm
Admission open for class 11 Science and Arts. Nongpok Mahikol, Brahmapur Adibam Leka, Imphal East, a co-educational higher secondary school. Students category and concession available. CGPA 10, free admission, tuition fees, uniform, textbooks, hostel, transport, monthly scholarship of rupees 13,000. CGPA 9.4 to 9.8, monthly scholarship of 5,000. Offer to be valid up till 15 days after the declaration of SSLC result. Subjects to be offered for science, English, MIL, Alt English, Physics, Chemistry, Bio, Mathematics, Computer Science, Health Education, Home Science, Thangta and Fine Arts. For arts, English, MIL, Alt English, History, Geography, Economics, Pol Science, Mathematics, Education, Sociology, Home Science, Thangta and Fine Arts. Special class will be provided for QUET, undergraduate, GMANS and NEET. Claim your sheets in class 11 by contacting us at 8414-826-859 and 844-74-76219.
Siri Gaurachandraya Nama Pruba Samdai Khoi Khwai Gilakta Tinbiramba Border Security Force BSF ki Constable Oiramba Deepak Singha Khamna International Boundary Oiriba Jammu District RS Pura area da cross border firing gi laibak thiba thongdok amada magi nungsi jaraba imung manung sagai natai maruk mapang amadi aikhoi khwai punamakpu thadoklam laga haukiba megi tang taramathoi English singani ka kungamanga kalen gi taramari ni panba nongmaijing numita Sri Guru gi kripa dagi base oladuna Damodar Chaitanya Das saibanam fangjaraduna Brindaban Prapti Oikre Lakliba Megi Tang Tara Taro Kalen Gitara Mapani Panba Irai Numita Asti Sanchai Lokocharaga Lakliba Megi Tang Kungamari Kalen Gi Kuntare Ni Panba Thangza Numita Shraddha Din Thokle Numit Asida Laikhidrabagi Atma Santi Gidamak Ngamjaba Hairang Lerang Kharadang Siri Gaurachandra Mahaprabhu Gi Charanda Hari Sankritan Galoinana Kachagadauri Upalaksya Sida Brahman Vaisnav Lai Guru Ahalaman Ima Ibel Icheichel Amadi Maru Mapang Khwai Kivikna Matam Chana Lengbirakuna Harinam Sravan Tawiranaba Nolukna Paujinjari Ba Sri Chingakam Bon Bihari Singh Mapa Srimati Chingakam Ongbi Ibemhal Devi Mama Amadi Imung Manungi Mioi Singh Thauram Pareng Ayupung Mapan Thauram Hoba Ayupung Taranithuga Minute Taramanga Sankritan Hoba Leifam Yaripok Yambe Mathak Laikai Hospital Leirak.
Welcome back again. You're watching ELITETV's Primetime English News Bulletin. A one-day free eye health camp has been organized today, this 22nd May, being organized by Netaji Memorial Club, Khurai Kongpal, Thawal Thong. The camp was being organized in joint cooperation with Medline Foundations and was participated by doctors and paramedical staffs of Medline Foundation. A total of more than 100 patients were provided free eye checkup in today's camp. Speaking in connection with today's free eye checkup camp, Netaji Memorial Club Khurai Kongpal Thawal Thong Vice President Konsam Dinachandra expressed that our eyes are one of the most important organs of our human body and timely checkup of our vision is very much necessitated. He continued that this eye camp aims to provide free eye checkup and treatment facilities for the residents of Ningthaubung Laikai, Laishram Laikai, Sajor Laikai, Chingambam Laikai, which are under jurisdictions of Netaji Memorial Club.
Si Netaji Memorial Club Khurai Kongpal Thawal Thong na sinjaduna ko Medline Eye Care Center ga pun pusan nazaraga Laikai mari joiba Kogi Kalapina Poma Laikai Mari Amadi Kalapina Thangna Laikai Jingi Lakpa Mayam Bu Kogi Mitagi Miki Awa Mayo Nariba Mayam Skatando was Tok Samam Lamdam Tansi Kalapna Asi ꯄꯥꯡꯊꯣꯛꯆꯕꯅꯤ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯁꯪꯖꯥꯕꯗ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯤꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇꯁꯨ ꯀꯂꯛꯀꯤ ꯃꯥꯏꯀꯩꯗꯒꯤ ꯊꯥꯒꯠꯄ ꯐꯣꯡꯗꯣꯛꯆꯔꯤ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯂꯦꯡꯕꯤꯔꯛꯂꯤꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯦꯗꯤꯂꯦꯟꯒꯤ ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨꯕꯨꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯣꯁꯥꯏꯇꯤꯒꯤ ꯊꯥꯒꯠꯄ ꯐꯣꯡꯗꯣꯛꯆꯔꯤ.
Diamond TV, Wahong Radio and its audiences and viewers have jointly extended financial assistance to 10 position holder Daniel Wahingbum, son of Wahingbum Diben Singh and Wahingbum Ongbi Dimela Devi, who secured 10 position in the recently declared Higher Secondary Examination 2025 Science stream. Speaking during handing over the sum of financial assistance, Diamond TV and Wahong Radio Managing Director James Hekrujam expressed that an interview with Daniel Wahingbum was aired on his channel, highlighting the sheer hard work and dedications put in by the Daniel Wahingbum despite of several odds in his life. He added that Daniel Wahingbum's mother is a greengrocer, while his father works as a daily wage laborer, and his success story is an eye-opener and a source of inspirations to all youngsters who want to excel and achieve success in their lives despite several hardships. James Hekruzam further stated that the financial assistance has been provided in joint cooperations with all viewers and audiences of Diamond TV and Wahong Radio, including audiences from Melbourne's Sarobala Sarojini as well. A release issued by the banned militant outfit Kangle Yaol Kanaluk KYKL has condoled the demise of its cadre Private Morangthem Nanau Elias Ngamba, who laid down his life on 19th of this month while fighting against the Indian soldier and their allied proxy partners KNFB along the Indo-Myanmar border. The release expressed that slain cadre Nanau Elias Ngamba was one of the several Meitei residents of Churachandpur district whose houses were burned down by illegal Chinkoki narco-terrorists on May 3, 2023. The release further added that following the 3rd May 2023 incident where illegally Chinkoki narco-terrorists launched an attack with the aim of whipping out the indigenous Meitei people and taking over their lands, led cadre Nanau Elias Ngamba joined the banned outfit in the month of November 2024 and received basic military training and has since then been fighting for the integrity and sovereignty of the state Manipur. The release has expressed that the death of its cadre Nanau Elias Ngamba is a big loss for the outfit and continued that they share the sorrow and grief of the bereaved family members. Meanwhile, banned outfit People's Revolutionary Party of Kangleipak Pripag has also condoled the demise of cadre Patho Prabet Moirangthem Nanau Elias Ngamba, who lost his life on 19 May while fighting against Indian forces and his allied proxy forces of KNFB along the Indo-Myanmar border. A release issued by the banned outfit has further expressed that the recent Height Manipur controversy, which occurred on 20 May at Gwaltabi checkpost, only highlights the sorry conditions where Meiteis are on the total verge of extinctions due to the external forces and the government of India. It added that earlier Indian government had been planning secretly to destroy the state of Manipur. However, it is now engaging in open and visible attacks targeting Meitei community and the soil of Manipur in collisions with external forces, including the illegal Chinkoki narco-terrorists. Furthermore, the outfit has expressed its pride over the act of courage and valor being shown by the slain KYKL cadre Nanau Elias Ngamba and added that his demise a big loss for the revolutionary movement in Manipur. Meitei Tribe Union MTU in a release issued today, the 22nd May, has demanded that the Government of India takes up immediate measures for deportations of illegal Chinkoki narco immigrants from the soil of Manipur and as has been announced for deportations of illegal immigrants from the Indian soil following the 22nd April Pahalgam terror attack. The release expressed that several Myanmar-based Chinkoki militants have entered into the Manipur soil and are attacking against indigenous Meitei people in the state. The release has highlighted that the recent order of Ministries of Home Affairs only seems to target deportations of Muslim immigrants from Bangladesh and Myanmar in the aftermath of the Pahalgam terror attack. However, it must be noted that the illegal immigrants entering from Myanmar are not only Muslims, but several Chinkoki Jo people are also entering into the soil of Manipur on several accounts. It further reiterated that the government of India has turned blind to the incessant attacks committed against innocent Meitei people by the Myanmar-based Chinkuki militants such as KNAB, PDF and CDF. Meitei Tribe Union has urged the government of India to take up similar actions for removal and filtering of illegal immigrants from the soil of Manipur, which has infiltrated by several Chinkuki Jaw people and which poses a grave threat not only to the territorial integrity of the state Manipur, but which also poses a national threat. It has raised a delay in taking up appropriate actions against these illegal immigrants will result in total annihilations of indigenous Meitei people from Manipur. Babina Hospital, in a release issued today, the 22nd May, has expressed that it has installed high-frequency multipurpose laser system, a significant advancement in surgical care that is now available for patients in Manipur. The release further stated that the newly installed laser offers safer, minimally invasive procedures, will improve outcomes and a faster recovery times. The laser can be applied across multiple surgical disciplines, including treatment of varicose veins, piles and anorectal fistulas, as well as procedures such as vaginoplasty, cyst removal, endocytosis and spinal disc decompressions, among others. Dr. Siddhartha Lukram, endovascular surgeon at Babina Hospital, has stated that laser system represents a major technological upgrade in surgical care and this is the first of its kind installed in Manipur. Babina Hospital has already begun offering endovascular laser surgeries using this advanced system at affordable rates, ensuring greater access to high-quality surgical care for the public. A case published in BMC Infectious Diseases has shown how an 8-year-old girl in China died after COVID-19 triggered acute necrotizing encephalopathy, a rare fatal brain condition. Earlier, the medical condition was wrongly diagnosed and her condition rapidly deteriorated, leading to a coma and death within days. Doctors have now warned of the virus' severe neurological risks as COVID-related brain impacts remain poorly understood. For ELITETV News channel, contact at email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. And now let's take a look at the headlines once again. 48 hours Manipur burn called by Kokomi cripples normal life. Indian Journalists Union condemns harassment of media persons by security forces, calls for investigations. Gwaltabi village allegedly renamed as Gwaltabi Kuki village. RPI Manipur State Unit Vice President files RTI. Resident Doctors Association denim stage protest against alleged hike in fees. MPCC observed Anti-Terrorism Day in connections with the 34th death anniversary of former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. And that's a wrap for today. For more updates, keep watching ELITETV's English News. Thank you and have a great evening.